Hello everyone and welcome to Markoy Builds episode 36, where today we start off at the Hanging Gardens. And the reason that I'm here is actually quite simple. Working at the Cyberpunk city is a lot of fun, but I really miss working on trees and bushes and all the green stuff. You know, it's the Cyberpunk city is what I try to accomplish there is to have it as a really industrialized city where there's no space for any greenery. But yeah, it also limits my possibility to work with trees and bushes, and that's always a lot of fun to do. So sometimes I come here just to update some trees or add some trees or make some small changes, and I guess we can do an episode about that sometime later, maybe in between episodes, something like that. Then I can show you all the small changes that I made. So, but for now, we're not going to work here today. But we're also not going to work in the Cyberpunk city. Actually, we're going to go. We're going to go for a ride. There's in the meantime I made a building. I made a building and it is in between the Hanging Gardens and my starter town. So let's go there, and then I can tell you. Oh my God, this is loud. Oh my God, those minecarts are so loud. Okay, we arrived at our destination, and this is a house that I constructed. In the meantime, I did it completely off camera. I have zero footage on constructing this. It's also not quite finished yet. Yeah, the outside is, and on the inside, some spaces as well. For instance, I can have a quick look inside. For instance, here are the stables. Some how do you call it? Grooming spots, the workshops, whatever. So and there's a lot more detail in the house, but. We're not going to spend a lot of time on that today. What we are going to spend a lot of time on is actually the following. We just have a nice fly around. So I found the similar design to this on the internet, and I love this so much that I just needed to build this. So I'm not taking credit for the design of this building at all. Obviously, I made a lot of changes on it, and it is not like the original. But yeah, what we're gonna do today is actually gonna work on the terrain over here. And what I wanted to do for the longest time is make a realistic waterfall. And I've been trying and I'm struggling, and I made so many designs already, and none of them really work out. You know, if you just place water, it is too static, and if you place rocks over it, it's still too static. And if you place dirt below it, it is still too static. And I also looked at BWO's design on the Hermitcraft. He had a really awesome design using glass and glass paints. And it looks really nice, really awesome, but yeah, it is still static. And then I found a design on Pinterest, and this is the one, and I like it. It looks dynamic already, even though it is static. But we're gonna add some elements to it to make it even more dynamic. Because if you look at a real waterfall, like over here, you can see that where the water is falling down, it will break up and start foaming, and it looks like smoke going off. So I want to give that a shot as well, to use some smoke on the part where the water is breaking up. So in order for us to get some height, actually, that is quite difficult with this terrain. And as you can see, there's a huge cavern over here. And even though I really like those caverns, and it's actually, this one is actually really nice because it's going down all the way into a lush cave if you continue down that way. But actually, we're gonna terraform this. I'm gonna close this off, this whole gap, to make it one cliff face onto flat land, going, or relatively flat land, going to this area. So a lot of terraforming ahead. So I guess we're going to start with that. And then after that, we can start with building a realistic waterfall. Let's go. And just like that, we have created an area where we can fit actually not one, but two waterfalls in. So I'd like to fit one straight down waterfall over here. So this is going to be a long fall. And then I'd like to have another one coming over here, going down on this area, and then down on to this area. And then over here, I'd like to create a bit of a lake with the outflow through this valley into the sea. That is the plan. So the first thing I'm gonna have to do now is map out the area where the waterfalls are actually gonna be. And we're gonna use that technique that I found on Pinterest, made by a creator called Thibaut Simar. And I'll insert a picture here of what I found. And as you can see, Thibaut Simar has actually used Minecraft blocks itself, with bluish and cyan light color, to create a water effect without actually having water there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna use the technique as well. So we'll first map this out, then get the, I would almost say, artificial water in, and then we start adding water on top and see if it looks nice. It's a bit of an experiment for me as well, but let's have a look if this is gonna work out. Let's go. And yeah, that is the straight down waterfall completed. Well, completed. The basic setup is completed. Yeah. What shall I say? I like it, but yeah, there are some elements still missing. And yeah, maybe you noticed I put the campfires down there already, but they were completely blocked out, of course, by the water. So I'm gonna try and put them over here. So yeah, we're gonna have to do a little bit more modifications, and then also I guess we're gonna have to do something about the structure here as well. This is gonna be a little bit of a tryout. Yeah, that is what I was afraid of. Okay, so oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, we have to rework it a little bit. Okay. Now let's get going. And the water is rushing down. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is what I was aiming for. So yeah, indeed. But now I actually see that I made a big mistake, because if we look at the T-bow design, where the water is breaking up below here, there should actually be white water. Ooh. Okay, that was close. We do a little bit like this. Okay. Oh, that is wrong. That should remain a rock. Okay, and then we need the light stuff around it again. No, it's actually the whole thing is already filled with light stuff. So then, yeah. Let's do it like this. Yeah, looks nice. Looks nice. That is a nice waterfall. Okay, let's add some more details. Okay, so what do you think? I think actually it's looking quite nice. As you can see, I added some custom trees to the waterfall. Did a little bit of work on the terrain itself. So I added some tough blocks into it and some andesite to break up the boring stone structure a little bit. Also in the dirt I mixed in some rooted and coarse dirt. Just on the section behind me here, you can see the rooted and coarse dirt. Also some mud and some muddy mangrove. And yeah, that gives it quite a natural look. I think it looks awesome. I think this looks awesome. So it's time to construct the second waterfall on the corner there. Let's go. And that is the second waterfall in. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna tie this area together by making the lake behind me and adding some details on the how do you call it, on the cliff side. So yeah, let's do that. And here is the result of the adding of details. Yeah, I added more than some details. I added a few custom trees, as you can see. I also made the pond well, more or less complete, and I added the train station building, or the minecart station building. And as you can see, I cleared out a bit of the surrounding terrain as well. And that will actually be the project for the next episode, where we will start working on making a sort of gazebo here and start to fill up the terrain with more custom trees and stuff like that. And maybe we also start working on this area. I don't know yet. But slowly we will get this terrain to a nice custom type biome. So yeah, if you liked the video, leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It helps me a lot, and I see you guys next time.